In a previously unreleased photo from his country boy days, voice coach Blake Shelton seems completely different. The artist, who has spent more than 20 years in the country music business, posted a throwback of his iconic mullet hairstyle on Wednesday. Blake was sporting a vibrant, multicolored polo shirt with vertical stripes in the vintage photo, which was posted to his Twitter account. The singer's hair attracted a lot of attention, even though the vivid shirt was the main attraction. The voice coach looked amazing with a mullet, a hairdo that is longer in the back and shorter on top. "Business in the front, party in the back" became a saying thanks to the distinctive appearance. Holding his guitar and standing in front of a microphone, Blake grinned broadly for the camera, giving the impression that he was hanging out in a house. "Our faces when we heard y'all are streeting #comeback as a country boy," the tweet's description said. The country music artist appeared utterly unrecognizable in the old picture, with his baby face, mullet hairdo, and 2000s flair. Blake now keeps his facial beard longer and wears his salt and pepper hair cut much tighter. A few years ago, when he was talking about his former hairstyle with TODAI, he couldn't believe he had ever desired it. Blake remarked, "I mean, that is ridiculous. Why didn't my friends, family, or anybody else point out my foolish appearance to me? In what era did that look cool? There were no girls in my life at that point. I can promise you that," he humorously continued. Since then, he has been married to a number of women, including Miranda Lambert and Kynette Gurn. After a few years of dating, Blake with his longtime partner Gwen Stefani last year. She even assisted him in his attempt to retrieve his mullet during the early stages of the pandemic. "With basically everything I had scheduled being canceled for the foreseeable further at Gwen Stefani, and I have made a decision together," tweeted Blake in March 2020. "I'm growing my mullet back to represent hope," or something along those lines. In any case, it's returning, really. Keep checking back. Posted a quarantine mullet update a few weeks later, including a video of Gwen ripping her fingers through his hair. Blake, however, said to People last year that the hairdo he wore as a joke during the pandemic was one he should never have had when he was younger. Regarding guidance for his younger self, he told the outlet, "I would have told that kid, 'Hey man, the mullet's not as cool as you think it is.' And back then, I would have advised myself to get more sleep. I was 24 years old when I started, and I was living life to the fullest. That's most likely the reason my battery died so quickly." In 2021, Blake made a joke about Morgan Wallen's mullet while on New 100.3 The Wolf, saying, "It's pretty weak." Wallen is a fellow country music star. "His mullet is kind of like a bob haircut," he continued. "Like me and Tracy Lawrence, I want it to go down to around the middle of his back. Back then, Toby Keith even had a peculiar mullet. I would like that thing to be longer,"